Hey guys! Today I'm going to be showing you real versus DIY squishies. And I do have a part 1, so I'll link that in the description box. But yeah, let's just get started. So first I have this Punimaru stack of pancakes. And I made this one in the DIY squishy challenge with my sister. I would say that the real one is definitely a lot more slow rising. So my version doesn't look exactly alike, especially from the side, and also like the colors aren't exactly the same and the size obviously isn't the same as well. Next I have this Ketchupgiri tomato, and on its own it doesn't look too bad, but when you compare it side by side with the actual one, it definitely doesn't look the same. The real one again is more slow rising. And I did try to color match the DIY squishy, but I really couldn't get the colors exactly right, so I would say the real one has a more vibrant color. And the sizing is also not the same either, so they aren't really exact lookalikes, but on its own I do think it looks pretty cute. Next I have these Kirby squishies, which I think are probably the best lookalikes, and like last time, the real one is more slow rising, and also the colors are a little more vibrant, but I did try to make the shading the same, and I also tried to make the feet and the stars 3D, kind of like the real one. And here are the tags, and I did print this out, so yeah, it's not perfect. But yeah. Then I have these Seotan seal onigiris, and I couldn't really replicate this rice texture, so yeah, this one is just kind of smooth, so it doesn't really look exactly the same. But I did try to make it the same size and thickness. Then I have this Menchie's mascot, and on its own it doesn't look too bad, but when you bring in the real one, it obviously doesn't look the same. The DIY version is actually made out of a real squishy, so that's why the texture is kind of rough, because it was really hard to cut the foam. This time the DIY version is actually more slow rising. Next I have these Kirby Toast squishies, and they're actually about the same squishiness. This one I really couldn't replicate the bread texture though, so mine is a lot more smooth. But I did try to get the same shading, so I added the darker shades of yellow. And I'm also pretty happy with how the shape came out as well. They're about the same size and thickness. The only thing is that the Kirby imprint doesn't really look the same. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with how the homemade version turned out. Finally, I have the Kumatan Melon Bun. And this one was definitely one of the hardest to make just because of the shape and the ridges, and also the ombre because I wanted the colors to blend together nicely like on the real squishy. I would say that the colors are pretty similar, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then here are the tags, which this one was again printed, so yeah, it's not exactly the same. But I actually found a golden ball chain so I could attach it and they would have the same color ball chain. So yeah, I think they look overall pretty similar, and they're about the same squishiness too. So here are the real versus DIY squishies, and before I go, I do want to mention that I'll be at Bunny's Cafe's meetup on August 31st in San Francisco, so if you're in the area around that time, then please visit. I would love to meet as many of you as possible. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!